population to remain vigilant because Boko Haram is still dangerous, even though it has been weakened considerably. Ebenezer Kanga was in Fotokol and brought back the following report.
The town of Fotokol in Logon and Share division that shares border with Nigeria suffered several bloody attacks by Boko Haram terrorists. In February 2015, for example, 150 people were killed in attacks on 9 mosques in the town. Because of the attacks, the population deserted the town, administrative services closed down, the border with Nigeria was closed, and economic activities grounded to a halt. Fotokol, that used to be bustling with activities, became a ghost town. But with Boko Haram almost defeated, the population is returning to Fotokol. Schools and other administrative services are reopening. The border with Nigeria has been reopened, and economic activities are gradually picking steam. While on a visit to Fotokol, the minister delegate at the presidency in charge of defense transmitted the message of thanks of the head of state to administrative and religious authorities, political leaders, traditional rulers, and vigilante groups for their collaboration with the defense forces in the fight against Boko Haram. Joseph Betiasomo assured the population that total security will be brought back to Fotokol so that the town should regain its status as the hub of economic activities in Logon and Share division. The mayor of Fotokol, Abu Zari Muhammad, paid homage to the defense forces for beating back the Boko Haram terrorists even at the risk of their own lives. Life is gradually returning to normal, therefore, in Fotokol, after the town was deserted for about 2 years. However, as the minister delegate cautioned, the population has to be very vigilant because Boko Haram is still dangerous even as it is being defeated.
The Council of Imams and Muslim Dignitaries of Cameroon has committed the Cameroonian nation into the hands of Allah for peace and harmony to reign in the country throughout this year. The Muslim clerics gathered in Yaoundé today for their traditional start-of-year prayers, during which they also made supplications for a quick resolution of the issues currently being raised by common law lawyers and Anglophone teachers' trade unions in Cameroon. Wilson Mengole reports on today's special prayer session.
In this hall are members of the Council of Imams and Muslim Dignitaries of Cameroon, City Mosque, gathered this Monday morning, a public holiday for a common purpose. These custodians of Islam, as they are referred to, in this session of their annual national prayer, prayed for absolute peace to reign in the face of the ongoing lawyers and teachers' strike action in the northwest and southwest regions. They equally prayed for the north regions of the country after the area was plagued by the atrocities of the Barbary sect Boko Haram.
Cameroon being in a state of, I don't want to call it emergency, but people are worried. We thought that it's very important that the imams should come, sit down, and carry our cries to Allah.
The main intentions for the imams to come together and pray is for peace and security in this country. Seeing that the situation of the country is just getting somehow, we have the problem of Boko Haram, we have the problem of Anglophone teachers, we have the problem of lawyers, and all these triangle problem.
The Council of Imams and Muslim Dignitaries of Cameroon for the past 25 years has been preaching peace, reconciliation, love, and justice for one another.
You're on the 7:30 news on the CRTV, and we are live from Yaoundé. Officials of the North region have been reacting to the head of state's speech on a rather positive note. The business class in the region is especially hopeful that things will change for the better, particularly in the investment sector. Kishi Lawrence sampled their opinions in the following report.
The streets of Garwa were busy as the country awaited the end-of-year speech from President Paul Biya. It was a different atmosphere at home. Back home, it was a relaxed North Governor, Bati Edijan, who sat with family, friends and other administrators of the region to listen to the speech. He told journalists at the end of the speech that the take-home message is the unity of Cameroon that should not be put to question. Peace, he added, should be a key factor in the development of the region. Other citizens, like the Benue Center 2 Section President, Fula Francois of the CPDM, also watched the speech. He explained that the fact that Paul Biya talked about the happenings in the Anglophone part of the country is important, given that it opens the way for some solutions. For the businessman Sanda Hayatu, it was a reassuring speech, for they have been asked to be patient as the government is going to tackle some problems that have been hindering investment in the country. To him, therefore, he is taking home hope.
And the chief administrator of the Adamawa region, on his part, has been reassuring the population of the region of better days ahead. In a reaction to the head of state's address to the nation, Kildadi Tageke Bukar described it as one that bears lots of hope for the population, particularly concerning the improvement on their living standards. Amos Enonyaketabo with details from Gaundere.
Sandwiched by his close collaborators, the governor of the Adamawa region, Kildadi Tageke Bukar, listened to the head of state's end-of-year traditional address to the nation with rapt attention. It was an elated governor who could not hide his feelings when the head of state made mention of the construction of the Bini-Warak hydroelectric dam amongst a plethora of projects to be executed in the days ahead.
The speech of the head of state is a timely one. And we in Adamawa, we are so glad because he mentioned that the dam of Bini-Warak will be constructed within the shortest time. So it will enable the population for Adamawa to have enough energy in order to develop their activities. So we are very happy and we rest very optimistic that our country is on the move.
As to the recent upheavals in the northwest and southwest regions of the country, he praised the firmness and dexterity in which the head of state addressed the issue, as he kept on insisting that Cameroon is one and indivisible.
I think henceforth we rest assured that our country will be one and indivisible. It will enable